Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be how to manage your money at university. I think this video should be called how to save money at uni. How to manage / save money at uni. I'm doing this video because a subscriber called Kadisha, her YouTube is Kadisha Melissa. Thanks for watching, by the way, and thanks for suggesting that I do this video. She sent me a comment and it said, can you make a video on financial stability, like having a part-time job and how that helps sustain your living at university? I'm really confused on how people handle money at uni. Well, I hope this helps. But yeah, she recommended me do this video. First of all, let me just put it out there. So I started Kent University in September of 2016, but I've now left because firstly, I'm going to change my course. I started doing history and Spanish, but I just didn't like it. I'll probably make a video on that because I feel like if you find like the subject isn't for you, change as soon as possible, because I left it a bit late and I could have had the opportunity to change earlier, but I left it a bit late. So now I've left completely, but luckily I've got the opportunity to be a presenter / news reporter / multimedia journalist for a TV program called London 360. So basically I start that next week. So basically I went to university for 3 months, but I've left now, but I am going back in September 2017 this year. But yeah, how to manage your money at university. So the first tip I recommend is to make sure you open a very good student bank account. I opened my bank account with Santander. I felt like they were the best ones during the time. So about in the summer, the banks will start like promoting their student banks accounts. So you'll get HSBC, Barclays, Lloyds, NatWest, all of that. And they'll just have what they offer, and it's up to you to decide which one you'd like to open. So I currently had a Santander current account before, but that didn't really that didn't make the decision for me to just stick with Santander. I felt that had the best, it was the best bank account out of all of them. So with the Santander bank account, not only did I get a free 4-year 18 to 25 student rail card, which gives you a third off of rail travel. That was a good part of it. The second thing was that you get an interest-free overdraft. So if you don't know what an overdraft is, so say you've got a total amount in your bank account, say you've got £600 and that's finished, which it shouldn't, but say you blow that 600, Santander give you £1,500 that you can then dip into, and other bank accounts, say you use £1 of that, they charge you, for example, they may charge you, then you owe them £5 extra, but this bank account doesn't do that, so like there's no interest on it. I hope I explained that right. So that's the first thing, make sure you get a really good bank account that's right for you. The second thing is to take advantage of student discounts. So I already mentioned the student rail card. You don't just have to have a Santander bank account to get one. You can pay for one as well, and they just entitle you to a third off of like train travel, and it's really helpful. What else? Student discounts in terms of like shops. Make sure you've got a uni days app on your phone. So like loads of places, shops, restaurants, they all accept like if you've got a uni days account which is connected to your university like card. Additionally, some people have an NUS card. I don't have one, but I know it's also useful because there's certain deals and like cheaper things that you get if you have an NUS card. The third thing is to ensure that you have part-time work while you're at university. With the student finance website, you're entitled to a maintenance loan. It was a grant, which meant that that money didn't need to be paid back, but now it's a loan. So this money will need to be paid back alongside your like tuition fees. So the amount that you get depends on how much your parents earn. So you can get as little as approximately 3k to maximum of about 11. It depends on various things. If you're an overseas student, whether you live at home and are commuting to university, or whether you're living on campus, there's a lot of things to consider. But when you apply for your student maintenance loan, your parents will fill in all the details on their part, and then they'll calculate it from there. And then once you have to pay your accommodation fees, some people's maintenance loan was just disappeared. Like, they needed their loan to pay for their maintenance. They needed their loan to pay for their accommodation. So if you have no loan money, and then your parents are giving you a bit of money as well, or if maybe they can't afford to give you a lot of money, I think it is very beneficial to get yourself a part-time job. In my case, in summer, I worked in Superdrug, like near where I live. And then what I would recommend to do, which is what I done, was, what time did I call? Uni started mid-September. So end of August, like August time, I called the local Superdrug in Canterbury, and I asked if I would be able to transfer. In fact, I was a bit late because they said they'd already recruited. So I'd even recommend calling a bit earlier. As soon as you get a student job, try and see if that store is then in your local town in uni, and call up straight away and say at the end of when you're going to go to the university that's local and you'd like a job, do that straight away. But I did end up getting a job. I worked at the second nearest Superdrug to uni, so yeah, I got paid. It was good. I done every Saturday and sometimes Fridays because I got Fridays off. And especially in first year, you get a lot of free time. So obviously do your work, but when there's free time, I think it's a good idea to use that time to earn some money, because yeah, you never have too much money. If your loan's your loan's gone because you've used it for accommodation and you just need some money to get by with, definitely get a part-time job. Okay, the next thing, I think we're on number 4. The next thing I'd recommend is in terms of when you're cooking, if you've got a self-catered accommodation where you cook for yourself, I would recommend cooking in bulk, because firstly, you don't have time to just cook every day. You'll get lazy and you'll end up just ordering takeaway, Deliveroo. You'll really just take advantage of that. What else? We had an app. See, I don't know if it's everywhere, but we had an app called Uni Runners, and they would bring McDonald's to your room. What else? KFC, restaurants like that. Restaurants, fast food places. So if you're not cooking, if you think, oh yeah, I'll cook every day, you won't, because you get tired and you just feel like you're just gonna get lazy. You're not gonna do it. So I would recommend cooking in bulk. It also saves money. So for example, I think my main dishes that I used to cook was a tuna pasta bake. So you buy your pasta, and that you can make that if you get a decent sized dish, that could last you Monday to Friday if you're pushing it. It depends how much you eat as well, but cooking in bulk really saves money and it's just easier. So I would definitely do that. So then if you do a week, and also I used to do roughly a monthly shop, and I would take advantage. So if I went to work and I bought a ticket to take the bus, I would make sure I'm gonna go shopping on a day that I've already bought. I already needed to take the bus, so I would go in town and I would know. I just need to make sure I've got pasta, I've got the tuna, this and that, and then store it in the cupboard. Freeze your meat, so buy chicken, buy your mince to make bolognese, all these quick dishes that are really easy to make, and you can make them in a large quantity so that it lasts you a few days and you don't have to just be buying. Additionally to in terms of food shopping, make sure you've got a club card or a Nectar card, because you can start collecting points and it will save money in the long term. I found that our Kent, what's it called, the Union shop, I don't even remember what it's called. What's that shop called? Essentials, yeah, Essentials is expensive. Not ridiculously expensive, but what you would get in Tesco's compared to Essentials was crazy. So I think the people that would rely on Essentials, that money must have finished. But if you're going to Tesco's, there's always buy one, get one free, this and that, it was just better. So do a monthly or weekly shop if you have to, rather than just nipping here and there, and cook in bulk. It helps so much, saves so much money. Number 6, the next, I don't think I'm on number 6. Number 5 is in terms of laundry. At Kent, we had a dryer and a washing machine, so that it wasn't together. The washing machine was £2.30 or 70. I can't remember, but it was £2 something, and the dryer was like £1 something. I'd recommend to firstly wash with someone, because you may find that you don't have that many clothes for like a full wash, and it's £2 something. So it's better if you share with someone, split the money, and it's just obviously that's going to be more cost effective for you. I also then bought myself a drying rack, which I just brought to my room, and I would hang up the clothes. Then that would save like drying costs as well. So that's a good way to save money. And the last thing, number 6, is in terms of scholarships. I don't think many people know about this, but scholarships when you're going to uni, they're really undersubscribed, because I just don't think they're like promoted enough. But you can get money given to you as a grant. Like that means you don't have to pay it back, and it's literally your money for stuff like excelling in music, sport. If you're willing to do something for the community, like in your local area where your uni is, they'll give you money towards that. So, there's also student support funds, which you don't have to pay back. So if when you're applying, check if you're eligible for the fund, and it's worth definitely applying for, because you'll get it, because a lot of people know about it. So yeah, I think that is all. Oh, I forgot one thing. The app on your phone. Whatever bank account you do decide to open, make sure you've got the app on your phone, because it's a quick way to always check how much money you've got, how much you spent. When you see because my one is like all the red numbers is what's come out and all the green is what's come in. So when you can see that the red is going a bit much and you're not getting much in, you know to switch things up. It's really handy. So rather than having to like log on the computer or laptop to see like what's going on in your bank account, if it's on your phone, bang, put it in. One, like you just put your finger and it just comes up. So yeah, that's a good way of like keeping an eye on how much you've spent. So you're going clubbing and it's free entry before 11. You best make sure you're there before 11. Don't just be the one that needs to arrive late just because. If you're trying to save money, you better get there before 11 so that it's free entry. That's it. I just thought I'd add that one. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be doing more videos about university, like what to bring and what not to bring, especially because I went in first year. Now that I'm going to go back in first year again next year, I'm definitely going to know what to bring and what not to bring, because, for example, I bought so many dresses as if I was going to weddings and all sorts, and I really didn't need them. So I think I'm going to make a really good video on that. But I'll do that nearer the time. This was just one because I guess it's the start of the year and people are going back to university as well, and they may not have been able to manage their money in the first term. So second term may be better for you. And it's also, like Kadisha said, she just doesn't really understand how people manage their money at uni. So she may need to get a heads up before she goes. So yeah, I hope this video helped. And if you have any more uni videos or any video that you want me to do, either email me or let me know in the comments below. Bye!